Brilliance Audio presents Crash by Keith Houghton, performed by Pete Simonelli. Hail clatters against the car, the wiper blades shrieking as they scrape across the windshield. Every way I look at it, this is madness. Sitting here in the crosshairs of the worst blizzard of the season, with a freezing gale threatening to overturn my car and screaming at me to flee to safety. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon in suburban New York, but it might as well be midnight at the North Pole. Shadowy clouds churn in a falling sky, and the streets are paved with snow. I ought to be at the office in the city, where no one knows the craziness wheeling inside me. Instead, I am out to prove a point, even if it gets me killed. The strip mall parking lot is all but abandoned, with just a handful of employee vehicles still on the frosted blacktop. I have been sitting here for 17 long minutes, going over one doomsday scenario after another, trying to figure things out. Winners have well-ordered minds, a sociology professor once told me during one of the few classes in which I paid a little more attention. Structure, system, separation, these are the keys to opening life's doors. But my mind is helter-skelter, my thoughts clashing and in torment. Even with the heat on full blast, there is a coolness to my skin, and not for the first time I ask myself if it's all worth it. I want to believe it is. I want to believe I am being paranoid and behaving irrationally, and that the events that have brought me here are nothing more than figments of my imagination. But much of belief is based on faith, and right now mine is lacking. Until Cassie converted me, I never believed in love at first sight. I was one of those pretentious people who snickered at mushy romanticism. Blindly, I thought I was happy leading a bachelor's life, coming and going as I pleased, with only myself to put at the center of the universe, convinced that I could sample the best of everything without ever committing fully to anything. Smash and grab and never look back. It was a surefire policy for going through life unhurt. Then Cassie came along and opened my eyes. Cassie, with her cinematic smile and her passion for lost causes. She was a once-in-a-lifetime find, a keeper. Although we haven't been together long enough yet to reach any significant milestones, we have connected on more than one level, and I'm the first to admit I am hooked. Like no other woman before her, Cassie has reached into my darkness and lit me up, and it's addictive. Something blocks the streetlight coming in through the driver's window, and I turn to see gloved knuckles rap against the glass. The fist belongs to a thick-cut police officer, his bulk framed against an illuminated storefront, his weatherproof poncho flapping and crackling as the wind tries to sweep him away. He gestures with a finger. Roll down the window. Even though it means letting out all the heat, I do as I'm instructed, and freezing air blusters in. Snowflakes melt on the dash. I let him see me shiver. "How can I help you, officer?" I have nothing to hide, and yet I know there is a strong likelihood that a guilty look is broadcasting the opposite. The fact that I wear every emotion like a neon sign is one of the reasons I avoid playing poker. "Sir, you're parked in a tow-away zone." His voice is raised, gruff. It needs to be, competing with the gale, his breath misting from his mouth. "I am? I didn't realize. Give me a second and I'll move." But he gestures again. "Let me see your license and registration." With numbing fingers, I fumble my driver's license out of my wallet and hand it over. The officer inspects it, tilting the card into the storefront glow as he compares my image to real life. This isn't the first time I have been asked to prove my identity to the police, and in not too dissimilar circumstances. You would think that a clean-cut 30-something white male wearing a Savile Row suit and sitting in a $50,000 coupe wouldn't warrant much in the way of official attention. Then again, I suppose it depends on which part of town he's hanging around.